This is the solution to the study guide exercises in lesson number 5 for the Visual Basic for Absolute Beginners video series. I'm looking at page number 7, the lesson on branching and recursion. The first exercise, it says that we should search the Visual Basic Help MSD Online for information about multidimensional arrays. Alternatively, search the internet for information on this topic. Honestly, as I was looking through some of the documentation, I didn't find a particular article that I want you to take a look at in the online help. It might be there, but I wasn't able to find it very easily. So I went to live.com, Microsoft's new search property, and I pasted in the following search topic: multidimensional array, Visual Basic, site:/Microsoft.com. When I do, I get to this really good article, Multidimensional Arrays in Visual Basic. And this will give you some background to what a multidimensional array is, and probably some more links as well at the very bottom that you can research and take a look at on your own. We're not going to use multidimensional arrays in this series of videos, but they are important computer programming topic. It's something you should definitely have in your bag of tricks. Okay, so that completes what my suggestion was for the first exercise. In the second exercise on page number 8, it says that we should create a simple calculator application, use 2 text boxes to allow the users to input numeric values, a drop-down list box with the following values: add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and then based on the selection, apply the appropriate type of math to the 2 text box values, and then display the calculated value in a label. Okay, so I think the intent here is that we exercise some branching statements, and we already used this in the previous exercise whenever I was grabbing the values out of the radio button. I didn't explain it a whole lot at that point, but now that you've watched exercise number 5, that should seem like a pretty obvious thing what I was doing there. And so we'll kind of expand on that in this exercise. Then we got a third one as well that we're going to take a look at. But let's start by opening up Visual Basic 2005 Express Edition. We're going to create a new project. We're going to call that Lesson5 Calculator. Whoops. Lesson5 Calculator. And I'm not going to take a lot of time to make this look real spruced up or anything like that, but I am going to do what it said in terms of taking 2 text values, allowing the selection of an operator, having a button, and then displaying the result in a label. Okay, so I'll go ahead and practice some good form layout techniques here. Call this first text box, second text box, operator combo box, I guess we'll call this just an OK button. Okay, so OK button for lack of a better idea. I'm not feeling creative at the moment. And then we'll just clear out the text for our label control. And I am going to give this a different name because I am going to use it programmatically. Call this result label. Okay, something simple like that. Next, let's see what we're going to do here. Let's go into the button. Well, first of all, let's go to the operator combo box, go to the items collection, and we're going to type in add, multiply. Whoops, what am I doing? Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Okay. And now we're going to go to the OK button. So let's go ahead and grab out the values. Let's get rid of our toolbox here so we have more room. Okay, that should be all the variables we need. In fact, we probably don't even need all of these, but we'll take it easy. We'll take things in multiple steps instead of just doing it all in one line of code. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is start grabbing out the values. So here's what we'll do. First value equals first text box dot text. And just like we used the cdate value in the previous exercise, I'm going to use cint for this exercise. Now, if you're working that's if you want to take a Visual Basic centric approach. It uses behind the scenes a .NET Framework class, the integer class. Called integer.parse. Either one of these will work. Okay, they're the exact same thing. Now what we want to do is do a select case statement, right? So we're going to do select case operator combo box dot text case. And so okay. And so we'll do something like this. Result equals in fact, let's change it up a little bit here. Now I'm seeing the error of my ways. Okay, this is better. And then we need to display the result in our label. We'll use a toString. And we could also do something like this. There we go. CSTR. Either one will work. I prefer the toString method. That's a more .NET way to do it. This is a more classic Visual Basic way to do it. Either way will work. So we can get rid of this. I wound up not even needing it. Okay, that should go. That should work. Let's go. Save it and run the application. So let's put 5 and 10 and see what happens. Start with add. Great. Start with and then go on to subtract. 5 minus 10 is -5. That's good. That's a multiplier. 50. And then divide. 0.5. So that's why I used double as the value of result, because I knew I'd have fractions. And I just intended to not type in any fractional numbers. If you needed to do that, you could change this to double and change this from cint to cdbl or double.parse. It would work just the same. Okay, so there we got a little mini calculator application. Not much to look at. Again, nothing we want to sell commercially, but it still works. So great. Okay, the third exercise in this lesson suggests that we should create a list of DVDs in an array. And the list of DVDs may represent the DVDs that a particular customer wants to rent. Assuming that a DVD rental is $3 each, display the total amount of the DVDs, the total cost of the rentals, and a label on your form. Also display the title of each DVD along with the price of the DVD in separate label control. Try to figure out how to get each DVD title to appear on a separate line. Okay, so I thought I was trying to be helpful there with a hint. I can see where that could be confusing. You'll only need one label to do this. It's referring to the second part of that on how to get each DVD title to appear on a separate line. You shouldn't need multiple labels just to show multiple DVDs. There's a way to do that without having to create multiple ones. Honestly, you'd probably never use a label control quite this way, but we just wanted to play around with it and wanted to give you the opportunity to learn a little bit more about string concatenation, string special characters, and things of that nature. So let's go ahead. I'm not even going to go to our DVD example. I'm just going to create a new project. We're going to call it Lesson5 DVD. And I'm just going to create 2 labels. I'll make 3 labels. We'll splurge. Alright, and so this first one will contain the total count. And we'll call this count label. Then this one will be the cost label. And then, whoops, didn't mean to do that. We'll move this one over here, and this will be the DVD label. Okay, and we're just going to use the form load. So yank that out of there. Okay. Okay, so to get started, let's do this. Let's dimension out our DVD list string, and then we'll do something like DVD list dot, well, 0 dot